I selected Final Girls 2015, directed by Todd Strauss Schulson. It's selected because I'm just watching a lot of horror movies for the 31 Days of Dread. And this year I know I'm ahead, but I want to stay ahead. And I just want to keep it flowing, keep it going. I'm not even sure what network. It might have been Paramount, might have been Peacock. I'm not sure how I discovered this movie. But once I discovered The Final Girls, 2015, I had something special. I had something where I don't want to discuss the plot, why it's great, why it's one of the best written horror comedies I can recently remember. It's absolutely original, and because of that, it's thrilling to watch. But we're going to talk about it for this year's 31 Days of Dread Extended, because we're we're already in November. It's October, and it's time for the 31 Days of Dread. This is where you get one horror movie a day for the entire month of October. That's how much we love horror. That's how much we love Halloween on the Film Buff Podcast. And here's the crazy thing. This is the longest running horror event in all of podcasting. So get ready. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to scare our socks off. And yes, we're going to be grabbing some candy. Maybe some cereal. Let's go. You want to say sometimes that it's all a writer's world. The world of comic books, the world of novels or stories, the world of movies, TV shows, cartoons, animation. It's all the writing, and then right underneath the writing, it's the hook or the big idea. The Final Girls, let me just tee it up for you. This movie needs to be watched with Scream. If you understand not just the cultural impact of the original Scream movie, but the impact it had in Hollywood. Meaning, we can self-reflect. We can look at something and know we're in a slasher movie. And we can call it out. And we can make a little nod. And the audience is going to, they're going to know what we're talking about. The Final Girls is Scream perfected. The plot, we have a bunch of kids. They find their way not into like a Camp Crystal Lake, even though the movie that they fall into, that movie's called Camp Bloodbath. But they find their way in a movie. And we have our character, our avatar, our audience avatar. He's the one that knows all the beats. He knows everything that happens in this movie. Things start to occur. People start saying things. It's all in the movie. So when they're hiding, because they just saw the killer, he explains everything. And he goes, look, we'll be okay. These are the rules, this and that. This is very similar to These Are the Rules scene from Jamie Kennedy in Scream. But guess what? He gets killed and the rules are thrown out the window. This is really a movie about a daughter discovering a mother that she never knew. That's what good writing does. I don't even think of this movie as a mirror to the horror genre or to the slasher genre. This is a mother-daughter story. The wild thing is that this girl's daughter, her mother died, but she made a movie. And the daughter is interacting with the character the mother played before she had died. This is an absolute paradox. And is perfectly laid out. And that's all you need to know. The Final Girls is not on any list. It's not spoken of. It's not heralded. It's just gone. 2015. How many times do I have to keep saying it? This movie's memory hold, and the world has moved on. You need to watch this movie. This is an absolute film buff movie. This movie is meta before meta was everything. Should be studied and paid attention to. So it's a short one today, my AKAPADers. I know you guys want those lengthy conversations, but we're busy here. For the 31 Days of Dread Extended, check out The Final Girls. You'll thank me later. AKAPADers, thank you for joining me for another episode of the 31 Days of Dread. We have been dedicated to horror for a long time on this feed, on this podcast. If you guys want to know more about everything we do here, go to AKAPAD.com. From there, you can navigate to the 31 Days of Dread. We have a dedicated landing page that goes through all the years of the 31 Days of Dread, and we also have a directory that jumps you to any movie that we've done. So you can just look up the movie by name, you can go to the directory, it's all alphabetical, and you can just explore. And that's the intent, and that's why we're so into the 31 Days of Dread, because no one's done this. No one has put this much time, this much thought and effort into American horror and international horror, and we love it. Horror is the future of American cinema. Horror right now is holding up American cinema, and I'm so thankful for it. So I'm hoping that you can extend yourself, explore, and continue the conversation. AKAPAD.com. Thanks, guys.